Okay, so I this is my topic. It's Human Sim 3000, and I ended up going way down the rabbit hole, and I'm a little bit scared, but we're going to talk about all this anyway, and these guys have no clue what's coming.
This is United A-Holes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41, Ray Bradbury's favorite spot on the internet.
Nice.
I'm just reaching, because you didn't tell us anything, so I went for sci-fi and kind of...
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That works, yeah. No, that's close enough.
Human Sim 3000.
Okay.
I love you 3000.
I'm going to cry like a little bitch.
I had to have some sort of a title for this without giving too much away, because I was afraid if I told you what I was doing that would taint what I ended up with for results. So I've got 7 pages of notes. I'm not reading all of them, but I may occasionally go, hang on, and grab something. So I'll give you the basis of how this started, where I started with this. Sorry, I'm rambling. There is, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson, a better than 50-50 chance that what we are living is actually a simulation.
Right.
So we're already in the singularity replicated.
We're just a computer-generated game running that somebody is playing.
And he said 50-50?
A better than 50-50 chance. Elon Musk is another one that says, yep, chances are good. I couldn't find an actual percentage on Elon. And there are some other people that say that it actually could be, we could be a simulation being watched by a simulation, being watched by a simulation, being watched by a simulation. Much like you can now, when you're playing The Sims, you can have your Sims go play The Sims, and you can watch your Sims play The Sims.
Right.
Because,
and they're just 2 or 3 layers down from where we are.
right, exactly. Because the theory is that humankind has come to the point that their computing power is so powerful that they can generate this. So that's where I started, because what Patty and I have always said, when like we would talk about something like, oh, it'd be cool if they did a movie based on yada yada yada, and then sometime later you see a trailer and it's like, that is exactly what we were talking about. So we started saying, oh, the programmers are listening, because there's some guy running the game, right, going, oh, they want this movie? Well, let's throw that in there. So that's just been sort of the gag line with us. So, all right, a couple of things that happened. I'm going to go through this quickly because I want to get to where I ended up, which was not where I started. Okay, we built what we refer to as a backyard cottage. We came up with that name because we liked it better than a camp.
Sure.
And it's literally in our backyard. We've got a wooded area because it's cheaper than going to buy a piece of property and maintaining, yada, 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 yada. And then we started hearing people, we heard nothing about this, we started it, and then I talked to customers that were like, yeah, we're going to do the same thing.
Like batter or
and
mine off or
And
whatever.
it's like, what? So this is a thing? Okay, well, it must have been a thing and we didn't know. For years, I have talked about how cool it would be to have a smash room as a business where you've had a rough day, you come in, and for $10, you get 5 minutes in this room and a baseball bat and some protective gear, and you can beat the shit out of whatever's in there. You want plates? We got a box full of plates.
Here's all these orphans.
There's one in Moncton.
No one will listen.
Oh, really?
It exists now.
Oh, cool.
Right. Have you ever thought of a song? Stepped into your car and turned the car on, and that song is playing on the radio.
Yes. Yes.
The programmers are listening. I want to tell that story, but it's going to take too long. All right. Okay. All right. You mentioned this earlier. So this pertains exactly to us in this situation. You were talking about something we needed that would improve the show. That's the part that you were talking about earlier.
Was it talent?
We're never going to buy that.
Commitment, passion. There's only one of me.
A Camlink 4K by Elgato.
If we had one of those, then we could do blah, 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 blah. And within a short period of time, it fell into your fucking lap.
Yeah, like a week. Less than a week.
Right.
It was
I
a very
know.
weird coincidence of
It
events
is.
to make it,
It is.
happen.
It is. It
I
is.
agree. I agree that it's very odd that all
It
lined
is.
up that way.
All right.
Programmers are listening, I guess. I would agree.
Okay. This will work because this episode just came out, I think, this week. The pricing one.
Yeah, it's fairly recent.
We filmed the pricing episode. We talked about what we would do in that situation. That weekend after we filmed that, it happened to me at the superstore. I've grabbed a block of cheese. I've bought this before. It's called Old Sharp or something like that. It's an older, crumbly type of cheese. And I picked it up and I looked it all over because I'm like, I thought they usually had they usually price this by weight, but maybe not. So I throw it in the cart. I get up to the counter, scan the stuff through. This has no barcode. You get it for free. I knew for a fact the rest of them on there didn't have any barcodes because I picked up a second one and didn't see one and went, well, maybe I'm thinking of a different type of cheese. I put that one back and put the original one in the cart. None of them back there had barcodes on them. I could have had every...
Did you tell anyone?
No, I didn't tell anyone. Because...
Just-
no, but
Share the wealth, man.
but the fact that we talked
we're
about
very
it...
united.
and
It's a bug.
4
then it
days.
It's a
happened.
bug, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Programmers
that
put the
happens
barcodes
again.
on after Brent went through.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, and I had a theory that deja vu
Right.
Deja vu is you doing that level over again.
Replaying.
Right.
The save file broke. We had to start over.
Right, exactly. That's deja vu.
You died and had to quick load.
Oh man.
Nah, no, that doesn't work. Oh, okay. So, my son buys a motorcycle. I buy the exact same brand and style of motorcycle. Within the first couple of weeks of him owning it, he tips it over and breaks the mirror. Previous to that, he had a rear flat tire on our street. And I noticed the other day that his tail light, his brake light was working, his tail light was not.
Sounds like he's just a shitty motorcycle owner.
I bought the 2016, his is the 2014, mine's the 2016. I have, in the same span of time that he owned his bike last year, have had a flat tire close to home. I've had issues with my brake light, which is the same light, say his tail light that wasn't working. And when I upset the bike a couple of weeks ago, I bent. I did not destroy my mirror where it needed to be replaced, but I bent the mirror. I'm level 2, he's level 1. The programmers are listening. So
yeah, where does this lead you? So this is
led
where you
me-
started, right?
I started looking at references to The Matrix. Not that I'm thinking that that's what this is. The Matrix is just a movie based on that type of thing. And the red pill, blue pill thing came up. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I wonder, let me take a look at the colors red and blue. So, what is the most popular color worldwide?
I would say probably red.
Blue.
Blue.
What is
I
num-
would say probably blue.
What is number 2?
Must be red.
Black.
Worldwide, blue, and then red.
That's why Optimus Prime is red and blue.
So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Because blue was the pill that you took if you just wanted to keep living in the Matrix and not know anything.
And that's number 1.
That's number 1. That's the pill that most people take.
Right.
Red is the pill you take to wake up and realize that everything's not what you think it is. And that's the second popular color. And when you look at the margins, blue is way ahead of red. Red actually in some countries doesn't come number 2, but overall it does come
Most
number 2.
Asian countries don't like red as a color.
Exactly. Green is thrown in there, but fuck green, that's not what I'm talking about today. Okay, so police cars, red and blue. Popular companies with logos: FedEx, STP, Domino's Pizza, Esso, NBA, Remax, Pepsi. What are the 2 major colors to the political parties in North America?
Yep.
Red states and blue states. Of the top 10 retailers, the top 6, their logos, Walmart, red and blue. Costco, number 2, red and blue. Kroger, number 3, red and blue. Tesco, number 5, red and blue. I know I skipped 4, I'm coming to it. Care4, number 6, red and blue. Walgreens is number 4. They are an all red logo. When you go to their website, the banner below it is blue. Whereas Amazon, they're number 7. Their logo is yellow. Red and blue is the key.
You don't suppose these companies had a marketing department that looked up what were their favorite colors before
No.
they picked their logo, do you?
No, this is all the programmers are listening.
Oh.
And people have been trying to tell us this in other media, like in The Matrix, the red pill, the blue pill. That's somebody trying to get the message out to us. Lou Graham tried to tell us in Midnight Blue, son, life is simple. It's either cherry red or midnight blue.
Okay.
I won't lie, I've had that thought a lot of times in my life where it's
I
like,
I think it's true that red and blue are culturally huge.
My favorite color is purple. That's red and blue. Holy fuck.
You're the fucking gatekeeper.
And if you look at the barcode, I bet you there's a 666 on there. Oh my god, there is!
programmers at work again.
Confirmation.
They coded it on the fly while we were holding the box in our hands.
Now that I've opened up this Pandora's box, he's not going to buy into it, clearly. I need to apologize to you. Because I jumped down this rabbit hole and started going, oh shit. Oh, what the hell? Well, what about this? And I know that people are going to say, well, you went looking for information. Yeah, I did, and I found it because the programmers are listening. So,
So where do you sit? Do you think we are in a sim? I did laugh at the picture you sent me without context around it. I chuckled at it, and even more so, it made me go, maybe that's true.
you can throw that up. If
Right
you
about
What is the
He
picture?
sent me a picture, and it's like, the reason that humans have to sleep 8 hours a day is because the world's computer isn't strong enough to have everyone functional at the same time.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and it was a picture of a big NASA building. And I said, save this for later on. And then I forgot that I sent it to him. I'm glad he remembered.
So basically, the reason we have to sleep 8 hours isn't for our own benefit, it's so that we can relieve processing power for another spot.
I have a theory that is against the human sim.
Okay.
I don't think we're in a simulation. But I think the reasons why blue and red are so big, blue is water, foundational
Okay. All right.
of
All right.
our red, fire, also very foundational.
That's a good one.
Fire and water.
I think that is why
Basic
humans
elements.
connect so well with those two colors. Sorry, I didn't
That's
mean to
right.
elbow you.
No, that's all right. That's all right. That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, blue is the shortest wavelength? Or the longest? What is it?
Red is short
I don't
and
know.
fast.
Red is short and fast?
Yeah, because,
Blue is long and hard.
sure.
Hard's the opposite of fast.
If everything turns out the way I have been watching and predicting, stuff we're talking about tonight will start coming up.
I believe
later
you.
on.
I mentioned it earlier,
Seriously.
the Bader-Meinhof syndrome. When you hear of something and then you start seeing it out in the wild.
Yeah,
Like when you
it's something
learn a
weren't-
word.
Yeah, you weren't aware of this even being a thing.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
Right.
Persnickety.
No.
You're only on here because
No.
of family.
That happened to me. Somebody said the word nepotism and I acted like I knew what the hell they were talking about. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? But I'm like, I don't want to sound stupid. So I looked it up after the conversation and went and read the whole article, like where it was based on. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing the word all over the place. I had never heard that word before in my entire life.
It's,
And you have said it here on this show. Nepotism is alive and well.
yeah. The thing about that effect is that nothing has changed. The word was always that prevalent in your day-to-day life. It's just you weren't paying attention.
Conscious of it.
And the best example I can give you of that happening in a different regard in life is no one had a white Civic in 2006 when I decided to go get one. No one. There was no white Civics anywhere. Then I bought one, and every other car I saw on the road was a white Civic.
That's because
Well,
that
you're a
content
fucking
wasn't available
trendsetter.
yet.
Exactly.
Once they downloaded the content,
Once
it's all the other-
once the loot box opened that skin.
There you go.
No, but yeah, I will not lie. I've had the thought a lot of times that we could be in a simulation. Of course, I've listened to similar scientists and TV personalities talk about it. And I mean, using the scientific, there I am, can't talk. The scientific method, you can't prove or disprove the theory.
His player was AFK for a second.
Yeah.
Scientific method can disprove. It cannot prove.
True, okay.
That's the purpose of the
Right.
scientific method.
Why do these why do these respected smart people, why do they think that, what leads them to actually think we're in a simulation?
One of the theories is that the more they dig into how the universe works, every single thing has a mathematical principle. Like everything has
yeah.
certain strict laws that stuff adheres to.
But man-made laws that we have applied to explain those, right?
But you can measure. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we can go, this works this way, and now we can test it and go, yep, that's exactly how it works.
You could use the same argument to say that there is intelligent design and a creator, though.
You could, yeah, absolutely. And that leads into, yeah, there's an intelligent design because we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
So some
I wish
characters
they'd
are
give me
created
fucking
with
names.
science as a religion, and some characters are created
Pay to
with
win.
Catholicism as a religion. It all depends on who you want to run for a character.
Yeah. So do you think?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, do you think someone is playing us as a character, type of thing?
Yes, you have, but I also think that there are people that play more than one character.
I'm just an NPC.
Yeah.
No, I have a theory on NPCs too. You ever have a stupid conversation with somebody, like you just walk away going, what the hell was that?
Every Tuesday night.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Those are-
for like 3 to 4 hours on Tuesday night.
Those other people are NPCs, not us.
So, Kendall, what is your brotherhood and secret say about the?
You just downloaded spit tape.
I can't comment on this episode. I'm one of the programmers.
Is this what you do on Thursdays at Lodge? Lodge is actually just a bunch of monkeys
I
banging
said,
the keyboard.
I was worried in the intro, like if I bring this all to light, am I going to disappear? If I'm not here next week, you guys will know.
No, we won't know.
Because of one
I'll
You've been
know.
removed from our memories.
Yeah.
True.
Duff will just show up there and we'll not know.
He's
the
always
So there
been on
could
the
have
show.
been another guy on the show who's
all of us have already been replaced 2 or 3 times. We're just not
Oh
aware.
God! Don't do this to me. I already have identity issues.
You're not the first Josh to sit on that couch.
when
Why
you,
do you think you feel compelled to sit in the middle every time?
It's true.
Because the guy before you did, and that's what you were coded to do.
Go skiing.
I don't know how much, when you said I don't know. We just, the more you start diving into stuff and start looking at coincidences, I now understand how people start looking at stuff and start putting stuff together and say, this means this.
Confirmation bias is an easy
I can
gap.
see how it can really easily happen because I went from just trying to find little examples. At the beginning, I was like, I don't know if I can make a show out of this or not. And then when I dove into the red and blue thing and started gathering, like you said, confirmation bias, gathering stuff, it's like, well, shit. And you're right. People look, okay, well, what's the most popular colors, red and blue? Well, we need to put those in our logo. But if that's the case, how the hell can you be that far? Like one of them was like number 6 on the, and they're red, which I guess is close. But if that's the case, why do we not see more companies doing that if that actually works?
I think you could also say that that's only because blue and red are the favorite colors. So that is still interesting.
Okay.
Even if they use that to, design their logo, it still means that blue and red are very prominent colors to humans.
But you have to have a good business to go along with it.
Sure.
So that's only part of.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
What do you think, Ryan? You're being awfully quiet.
I don't know. I've said my piece.
We're not in a simulation.
Bullshit.
I'm not saying we are or we aren't. I'm just saying those are not the reasons.
That's all I could find.
Ryan does play a lot of games, so I'm sure he's like, red, blue doesn't matter.
No.
No?
No.
I don't know. Every time I go looking for an enemy when I'm playing games, I always highlight them red. My teammates are highlighted blue, so that's in there too.
All I can
You
say
suppose
is
it's because it's a good contrast?
No,
Because they're on
no.
different
I think that's
ends of the
partially.
wavelength.
I think
suppose-
that's part of
Do you
it.
suppose it's because they're cheaper colors to buy in the simulation? Make it red and blue. They give those ones away for free.
Yeah.
What about purple? That costed like 99 cents per. No. No.
They accidentally bought way too many blue and reds. So they're like, no, we gotta use them. We
Keep
gotta use
using the
them.
blue and the reds. Jeez.
They were on sale.
If we are in a sim,
They were priced incorrectly.
Yeah,
That's how we ended up with them all.
if we are in a sim, I think you guys are doing a hell of a job of a horse cock and better friends within the week.
RTX on.
That's how it is.